Position B, with a big applause from India, on position C, he's representing Uzbekistan and comes with his coach. If you want, Natalia on position B. Time for war right now, he's also representing India. This is coach, on position A. A big applause for the Czech athlete who is coach Roman Olechowski. Championships are in 2022. The Chief Range Officer representing France, Christian. Now let's get ready with a applause from you.
Take your positions.
So the athletes have now 3 minutes time, and I want to ask you, the audience, please turn off your cell phone, use your flight mode, that we doesn't get any interruptions by the electronic dust, whatever it sounds. So we can help your final without.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Alain for day 4 of competition here at the WSPS World Championships. Here's how it finished in qualifying for this P1 10-metre air pistol final. Manish Narwal top of the bill with 5.75. Jo Jongdu of Republic of Korea also up there in the 500s. A fairly decent qualifying session ahead of this final, and an absolute wealth of experience as well throughout the field from firing point A right down to firing point H. So we'll start with firing point A, and here is Tomáš Pešek of the Czech Republic, world champion in Sydney 2019, also the European champion as well. That was earlier this year in Hamar in 2022 this year. So can he add another gold today? He certainly knows what it feels like to win a gold medal. There are 2 quota places for the Paralympic Games available from this final as well. Here's Manish Narwal of India on firing point B. 4th place in the final in Munich earlier this year. Witnessed that one myself. The Indian teams do love their pistol and rifle shooting, so we'll see what happens. This is firing point C, and this is Seva Ibragimov. And Uzbekistan already have a quota place. That was picked up when he took that silver medal, as you can see on your screens, at Chaparral earlier on this year. So Ibragimov certainly brings some experience to this final. And the second Indian shooter on firing point D, Nahil Singh, still fairly young, 1999. Oh, that was a year. He competed at the Munich and Changwon World Cups earlier this year, so still has his eyes on a medal, pick one up from somewhere. Firing point E, representing Italy, this is Davide Francaschetti. Again, an experienced shooter. Made the final of the P4 in Munich at the World Cup earlier this year. Moving on to firing point F, and Jo Jongdu of the Republic of Korea. Gold at the International Shooting Competition of Hanover in the P1. Also silver medalist in the P1 in the Munich and Changwon World Cups earlier this year. So perhaps looking to improve on those and pick up a gold, and perhaps even a quota place. There are 2 quota places available. Now here's a man, the 3rd Indian shooter, Singh Raj. I do like the way he just goes by a single name. Very, very experienced. Bronze medalist in the P1 at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. Also a gold medal in the P1 at Alain here last year in the World Cup. And also 5th in the final in Changwon at the World Cup, as you're just seeing on your screens. Brings a wealth of experience and the hat as well. I do love the hat that he wears. Why wear a cap or a visor like that when you can wear a pork pie hat? Brilliant. And H, firing point H, representing Poland. This is Simon Sawinski, silver medalist at Hamar at the 2022 European Championships. Sawinski again brings a wealth of experience. He was also 6th in the Paralympic Games final in the P1 and picked up a bronze medal here in the P1 in the Alain World Cup in 2017. So that's how they line up. Czech Republic, India, Uzbekistan, India with their second shooter, Italy on firing point E, Republic of Korea on firing point F. Singaraj of India is the 3rd Indian shooter in this final, and then Poland on firing point H. So there's Philippe Bernard of Germany on your left of your screen, alongside Christian Baye, the Chief Range Officer. This is the 10-metre final. We'll have 24 shots unless it goes to a shoot-off to decide the gold medal and the 2 quota places. Bullseye 11.5 millimetres. One of my favourite events, this, the 10-metre final. There's about 3 minutes left of the sighting time. Before each final such as this, each athlete gets given a certain amount of time, depending on the final, just to get their eye in and have a few practice shots, as you're seeing right now. So just in case you ever tune into a shooting final and think, has it started? No. It's just the sighting time at the moment before we get going with the proper final. We've had a great time so far here in Alain. I would say today is the hottest day outside. I know it's been a bit of a struggle for the trap shotgun shooters out in the heat. Certainly not only practicing in the morning but qualifying throughout the middle of the day, because the sun sets here about 5:30, so most of the shotgun is happening when the sun is at its highest and at its hottest as well. So but they're hardened people in the world of shotgun. It's a great shot of these CS targets. CS has been part of shooting for many decades now, providing swish precision, as they say on the tagline of their company. And the two really go hand in hand, the world of shooting and the world of CS. Almost like a married couple, really. It's about 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds to go of the sighting time before we get underway with this final. This is the P1 men's 10-metre air pistol final, SH1. My name is Rory McAllister and I'll be your commentator for this final. Now, if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, feel free to join in and show your support. Got messages. Good luck to the Iranian team. So it's obviously events happening elsewhere. But thanks very much for joining in on YouTube and Facebook and showing your support of the parachuting sport. Do remember at any time as well, if you miss a live final, you can always watch it back on YouTube. It's there for you. And I do try my best each time we come to a new final not to give away any results from any previous finals, just in case it spoils your viewing enjoyment. So just looking at Davide from Sheffield.
Countdown, and we hope you can see that all the athletes got now way into the
Chief Range Officer, it's just called 30 seconds.
Could be a 10, would be an 8, hopefully not.
So safety flags going into the pistols. And all these protocols and procedures are adhered to by each athlete It's all the rules of the sport.
Start and load.
There are penalties if
1 point
you
penalty for IB.
fail to do the right thing at the right time.
And citing time.
So 4 minutes 10 have been added to the clock. And we'll get underway with this final.
For the first competition series, load.
So this is the first series of 5 shots. Each athlete takes 5 shots at the target, trying to get the highest total they can. After this series of 5 shots, we move to another series of 5 shots, and then it moves to single shots after that. From shot 12, that's the first elimination. 8th place will be decided, and then at 14 shots, 7th place, 16 shots, 6th place, and so on and so on, until we move through to the medal stages. So a couple of shots flying in on the 9 ring, an 8.9 from Sawinski of Poland, who already has a quota place. Poland, that is the country. 8.3 from Singh of India. 10.1 from Narwal of India, and Peshek with a 9.7. Francaschetti last to shoot with the highest score of that particular round of first shots with a 10.0. So Singraj with a 10.3 with his second shot. So there are 2 Paralympic Games quotas available in this final. 2 have already been allocated to Uzbekistan and Poland, but it means the other 6 athletes can vie for those 2 quota places for the Paralympic Games, which is in just over 18 months' time in Paris 2024. It's amazing to think that it's approaching that quickly. Lots of shots in the high 9s. 10.1 from Francaschetti of Italy. 10.5 from Ibragimov of Uzbekistan. I believe that's the highest shot we've had so far, the highest score. Thank you very much for your comments on Facebook and YouTube. If you are watching live, just joining us, we've just started this P1 men's 10-metre air pistol final. Morning to Addy, morning to Sibi, Lofi. Thank you very much for showing your support for para shooting sports. Really nice to have you here. So again, quite a few shots in the high 9s, but also now we're seeing the early 10s starting to creep into this final. 10.2 from Sawinski, 10.2 from Ibragimov, and also 10.1 from Peshek on firing point A. There he is, nearest our screens. .7 from Jo of the Republic of Korea. I think that's been the highest shot of this first series of 5 shots. Just looking at Manish Narwal there, who is one of 2 left-handers. Only 10% of the world is actually left-handed, so Manish Narwal and Davide Francaschetti are part of that 10%. So that completes the first round, first series of 5 shots. The chief range officer there just called stop. So here's how it stands. It's Sawinski of Poland who leads the competition, a total of 49.5. He would have preferred that to have been in the 50s, but leads by a difference of 0.3. Another 0.3 difference between Singraj and Ibragimov of Uzbekistan. Look at some of those differences though going down the scoreboard at the moment. Very, very close. A hotly contested final. I think this one goes to the wire right to the end. So now we have another series of 5 shots. You'll see Christian Bayet of France, the chief range officer. There he is in the white shirt, just calling start. So 4 minutes 10 added to the clock. And the athletes can now take their shots as quick or as slow as they like, just as long as it's within the allocated time of 4 minutes 10. 10.1 from Zhou. 10.1 also from Ibragimov. 9.1 from Narwhal. Singraj with a 9.2. 8.7 from Savinsky. That won't help. And he's going to need to improve on that if he's going to continue to lead this competition. Francaschetti of Italy, 9.4. Still waiting for Peszek to take his first shot on firing point A. He's taken a minute so far to do that. Peszek has finally fired 9.9. It took him 1 minute 10 to take his first shot. A couple of 10.2s, Narwhal and also Zhou with those. 10.1 from Ibragimov. The composure needed for a final like this is unbelievable. I do like a pistol final. There's something very, very natural about it. Yes, the pistol has its technicalities and there's a very technical piece of equipment, but just the strength and composure, your breathing, holding your arm out as we're seeing now with Tomasz Peszek. See how slowly Singraj raises his arm there to get the precision. He hit a 10.4 last time. And it's a 9.9 this time. The scoreboard is racing and jumping all over the place at the moment. 10.6 from Francaschetti of Italy. Another left-handed shooter in this final. 10.9 from Singh. There we have the first 10.9 of the day and the first 10.9 of this final as well. That's firing point D, Nihal Singh of India. This is Tomasz Peszek, world champion from Sydney, also current European champion as well. I'm sure he'll have high expectations of himself. Finds himself at the bottom of the scoreboard at the moment, though, unbelievably. But I think that's also because he's just at the moment 1 shot behind the others. So Peszek now with his final shot. There's exactly 30 seconds left on the clock now. So he needs at least a 10 to jump up to 6th place. If he gets more than that, he's got a 10.0, so it could be good enough for 6th. But actually, with the way it's worked out, Tomasz Peszek will end this series in 8th place. So Chief Range Officer has called stop, and there's an ooh from the crowd.
It was played the last because of our time. So he wants to be under first, now he's anywhere else. In the game, in spite of this, 98.1
mistake there or mistiming. Either way, it's Singaraj of India who now leads this competition, a difference of 0.2, so narrow. And then Savinsky and Ibragimov, a difference of 0.7 between those two shooters. Peshek, unbelievably the world champion and the European champion, finds himself in 8th position. That's on firing point A. So now we move to single shots. This will be shot 11, and then after shot 12, that'll decide 8th place. With the way it's looking and the differences we've got, Thomas Peshek is only 0.4 behind Nihal Singh. That's 8th and 7th. So a shoot-off could be imminent at some point because the differences we've got are very, very narrow. So I think something happened at the end of that second 5-shot series.
This we haven't seen already now. So we have to wait. Because then Italian will be at the end.
Ghislaine Briez of France, who is the technical director of this competition, is over at the desk talking to the chief range officer. I think what's happened is there's been a shot that's been fired outside of the allocated time.
For the next competition, shot low.
Okay, obviously, perhaps everything's all now, which is good. It means we can crack on with this final. So here's the first single shot of this final. This is shot 11. With an 8.6, Ibragimov with a 10.1, Peshek 9.6, a 9.4 from Narwhal, 8.5 from Singh. Singaraj with a 10.5, the highest shot of those single shots. Savinsky with a 9.2 and Francoschetti with an 8.8. So Francoschetti at the moment now is in 8th position, unless he can improve on that. He'll be leaving this final, and there's a fair old difference now between Nihal Singh of India and Francoschetti of Italy. Thanks to Sibi on YouTube. India, 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 she says. Well, you've got a pretty good chance. You've got 3 shooters in this final and 2 quota places available, so who knows, Sibi? We'll have to see if we have an Indian medal today. India so far have a bronze from this World Championships. Let's see what happens in this final. Francoschetti with a 9.7. What's Singh going to hit? 10. Which means the difference of 5.6 is there and clear to see. Leaving this final in 8th place, representing Italy, Davide Francoschetti. Made the final of the P4 in Munich. He's also made this World Championship final, which is an achievement in itself. It's certainly more than I've ever achieved, is to get to a World Championship final. So Davide will take his seat and watch the rest of this final. He's finished 8th. Singaraj still leads. There was a difference of 0.2. That's now been increased to 1.8. But those other differences still fairly narrow. There's nothing between Nihal Singh and Manish Narwhal, the 2 Indian shooters who are tied for 5th place at the moment. So 50 seconds has been added to the clock. That's how long the athletes have got for each individual single shot. Peshek with a 9.6, Nihal Singh with a 9.7, so things are looking slim for Thomas Peshek, the current world champion and current European champion in the P1. Referee just full stop at the shot 13. So the next shot, shot 14, will decide 7th place. As it stands at the moment, it's still Singraj of India who leads from Savinsky of Poland. Poland already with the quota place for the Paralympic Games. There are 2 other quota places available for this final. Poland and Uzbekistan already have their quota.
The Indian which has 1 point penalty. We'll see who becomes the 7th place by the next shot at your house.
So Singraj is
The next competition shot,
it's fairly close from 2nd through to 3rd, through to 4th and 5th at the moment. So this is shot 14. This will decide 7th place. Peshek with a 9.5. It means that he leaves this final. So the world champion is out. He's also the European champion in P1. Tomasz Peshek of the Czech Republic on firing point A leaves this competition in 7th place in the World Championships here in LA. I think the look on his face says today wasn't to be. His coach shrugging the shoulders. Not today, Tomasz, I'm afraid. Shame though, it's always nice to see a world champion at least get to defend their title, so we've been given that joy at least, but Tomasz Peshek leaves in 7th. Singraj still leads. The difference now 0.9, so that's been narrowed on that last shot, shot 14.
For the next competition shot,
This is shot 15 in this final.
Start.
Just looking over the shoulder of Zhu of the Republic of Korea. He's still to shoot. Didn't look like he'd taken his shot, but put his pistol back down. Clearly wasn't happy with something. And he has 10 seconds left to take this shot. And there he does. It's 10.2. So that's shot 15. Manish Narwal is now just 0.3 behind Nihal Singh. So 2 of the Indian shooters at the bottom. Singraj, who we're looking at right now, continues to lead this competition. But India also now in position 5 and 6 in this final. There's only 0.3 between the 2 Indian shooters in 5th and 6th. 142.9 versus 142.6.
The next competition shot,
So Ibragimov of Uzbekistan needs a decent shot to secure his continuation in this final, but it looks like we will be losing one of the Indian athletes. Eyes on Manish Narwal and Nihal Singh. In the meantime, this is Singraj, the competition leader. Zhu with a 10.7, great shot. Ibragimov with a 10.3, so he looks like he's safe.
And we have the next decision.
So it means the next elimination from this final, leaving in 6th position, representing India on firing point B, it's Manish Narwal. Takes a sip of water. Manish Narwal now making his way back to watch the rest of this final. Nihal Singh survives. Difference 1.4 behind Ibragimov, so very interesting at the bottom, very interesting at the top as well. There's only a 0.4 difference between Singraj and Zhu of the Republic of Korea. So Nihal Singh really needs a decent shot here and needs to hope that Ibragimov starts to waver, because there are 2 shots to go between now and the next elimination of 5th place. Ibrahimov with a 10.0, Zhu with a 9.7. Savinsky with a 9.7, Singh with a 10.5, and Singraj with a 9.1. So Nihal Singh is now 0.9 behind Ibrahimov. So Singh needs the best shots of his final so far. 10.5, a terrific effort at this time. But not quite enough. He's still 0.9 behind in 5th place. Here is shot 18.
Start.
Singh with a 10.0, Ibrahimov with a 9.8. It's not going to be enough. The difference is still 0.7, which means the next eliminated athlete from this final in 5th place, representing India, is Nihal Singh. He's going to change at the top. Jo Jung-do of the Republic of Korea takes the lead, a difference of 0.8. At least that was the difference. I think that's still the case between himself and Singraj. And Singraj tied with Savinsky of Poland in 2nd place. So yes, the difference is 0.8, and then nothing between Poland and India, tied for 2nd, and then Ibrahimov 0.8 behind. Very, very close final. Another close final here at these World Championships. It just keeps on giving. So another 50 seconds added. Looking over the shoulder of Zhu, the competition leader. He took gold at the International Shooting Competition of Hanover in the P1 earlier this year. And also silver in the Munich and Changwon World Cups this year as well. So he knows what it's like to win a medal. So there's still a 0.8 difference between Jo Jung-do of the Republic of Korea and Savinsky of Poland. He's now in clear 2nd place, but Singraj has slipped down to 4th, and I think the look on his face just a second ago indicated that. So at the moment, Singraj is in 4th position. So there's an awful lot of ground to make up. Singraj could be leaving this final in 4th. This is shot 20.
Start.
Singraj needs an absolute pauper of a shot here to even stand a chance of surviving. He's got a 9.7. Ibrahimov, here he is. Oh, 9.3, so it's not going to be enough in terms of Singraj's score. And Zhu continues to lead the competition with 10.4, but now the next eliminated athlete from this final, leaving in 4th position, representing India, it's Singraj. Absolutely furious, so disappointed. It's so hard when you see an athlete go through this, certainly an athlete of his calibre. Bronze medalist in the P1 at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. Gold medalist in the P1 here at the LA World Cup last year. Those are just a couple of his medals. I mean, he's just got too many to mention. Absolute legend of the sport. Such a nice guy. Singraj leads this competition in 4th. Right, and then there were 3. So because Korea, Poland and Uzbekistan remain, Uzbekistan and Poland already have a quota place, it means that Singraj does leave in fourth, but he does pick up one of those quota places, so the other quota place will go to Korea no matter what happens. This is Zhu, leads by a difference of 2.0. That's fairly sizable at this stage of a pistol final. Ibragimov 10.0, Savinsky 9.3. Zhu, the competition leader, still to shoot. 15 seconds left and does so, 2.0. So the gap has been narrowed ever so slightly, but Zhu of Republic of Korea still leads. He knows he's bagged the quota place for the Paralympic Games 2024 in Paris. Hoping to be there myself, looking forward to that. So Ibragimov, currently in the bronze medal position, already has a quota place for Uzbekistan. Silver medalist earlier this year at Châteauroux, which is where the quota place was picked up. Also the Rio bronze medalist in the P1, and he was fifth at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. So can he add a bronze to that very impressive accolade of medals? And there are many more, too many to mention really. So this will decide bronze. This is shot 22. At the moment, the bronze medal looks as if it's going to Uzbekistan. It's a 10.6, but it means elsewhere there's a tie for the bronze medal. So Poland and Uzbekistan already have a quota. India have taken one of the quota places available. That was Singraj in fourth. So it means that Korea will take the other quota place. And there's confusion on YouTube at the moment with some of the quota places, but that is how it stands. So this shoot off, both locked on 213.3. Uzbekistan versus Poland. This is for the bronze medal. From Ibragimov. Savinsky with a 9.5. It means the bronze medalist in this World Championship final, P1 men's 10 metre air pistol, goes to Uzbekistan. And server Ibragimov, he adds that bronze to the bronze medal that he took in the P1 at the Rio Paralympic Games, and also the silver medal that he picked up in Châteauroux earlier this year at the World Cup. So Uzbekistan with their first medal of this World Championships, already with a quota place as well. So he leaves this final as a happy man. So there you can see Singraj from India picked up a quota place. Now means that Korea will the other quota place available in this final. But look at the difference with 2 shots to go, 3.1 between Zhu of Republic of Korea and Savinsky of Poland. I said earlier that this final was destined for a shoot-off. We've already had that. Here we get another. A difference of 3.1 is very sizable with 2 shots left. This is shot 23. 10.7. And Savinsky Sabinski with a 9.8. It just means the gap is going to get even bigger. The gold medal surely is going to the Republic of Korea, but you can never call things too early in shooting. You just have to wait to see how it pans out. You can feel the atmosphere in the final starters here in LA. Philip Bernard, the announcer, geeing on the crowd. This is the chief range officer calling for load. 50 seconds on the clock. This shot is for the gold. From Sabinski. As long as Joe hits something now, he's fine. The gold is his. What will end with? 15 seconds left. Taking his time. Oh, an 8.6. Yeah, it doesn't matter at this stage because the results are final. So the gold medal is going to the Republic of Korea. Jo Jung-go, who took the lead halfway through this final, which has maintained the caliber. The quota place, as you can see on your screens, has also been awarded to the Republic of Korea, and the gold medal and the title of world champion. To the crowd by Philip Bernard of Germany. The announcer punches the air. Dragovius on the right side, the bronze medalist. This is Simon Sabinski of Poland. Very, very happy with his silver medal. Poland already have a quota place. You can see on the side of the shirt it does say Paris 2024. I think that's what we've all got our sides on. This World Championships is taking place. So here's how it finished and here's how they line up. The bronze medalist representing Uzbekistan, Server Ibragimov. The silver medalist representing Poland, Simon Sabinski. And the gold medalist representing the Republic of Korea. World champion, gold medal, and a quota place for Paris 2024, Jo Jung-go. So that completes today's coverage. The Paratrap finals will not be streamed, so we give you our apologies for that. So we'll just have to check the WSPS website for Paratrap finals tomorrow, because we're back for the next final tomorrow, day 5 of competition, which is at midday local time here in LA. That's the R2 final. Just to say that the Paratrap finals will not be streamed. You'll have to check the WSPS website for that. So our apologies for that for myself and the rest of the team here. If you've just joined us, hope you enjoyed that final. It's there on YouTube for you to watch it back. Another classic final on day 4 here of the Alain 2022 WSPS World Championships. 2 quota places awarded, one for the Republic of Korea and the other for India. So for myself, Rory McAllister, and the rest of the team here who brought you this live coverage, we bid you farewell for now. We'll see you tomorrow, day 5, midday for the R2 final. Until then, cheerio and take care. Please.